In Lesson 3, our objective is going to be to write and interpret numerical expressions and compare expressions using a visual model. So we're at the very beginning of our algebra at this point, and we're going to try to use drawings to try to understand them. Okay, on A, this is a sum of 21 and 4 doubled. So we have our tape diagram. And I like putting parentheses up here because it says a sum of 21 and 4. It says doubled. So the double tells me I'm going to split my tape diagram into two. Sum tells me I'm adding these two together, be 21 plus 4. So this drawing represents 21 plus 4. It says doubled, so that'd be times 2. The next one over here says 5 times the sum of 7 and 23. So I'm going to go ahead and split this up into 5 sections because it says 5 times, and it says the sum of 7 and 23. So we have 7 plus 23, 7 plus 23, 7 plus 23, 7 plus 23, and 7 plus 23. And we know now this is 5 times the sum of 7 and 23. E is a little different of a problem. We're going to have our tape diagram, and it's showing us the difference between 9/37 and 8/37. Now, 9/37 would be the same thing as saying 9 times 37, okay? And 8/37 would be the same as saying 8 times 37. So I'm going to start off by just drawing 9/37 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to put 37 in each one because that is 9/37. Now, 8/37. The 8/37, I'm going to go ahead and X off 8 of them. I want to do a different color. Oh, it's not going to do it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this whole thing here shows 9 times 37, and this one here shows 8 times 37. When we write this as an algebraic expression, it says the difference, so we're going to have 9 times 37 minus 8 times 37. And you can see by the drawing, our answer, even without having to work it out, is going to be 37. Okay. On F, it says triple the sum of 45 and 55. So it says triple, so now I'm going to split it up into thirds. And the sum being an addition problem, so we have 45 plus 55. Now for the algebraic expression, it says triple the sum, so 3 times the sum, which is 45 plus 55. All right, on this one we're going to do B and the one right underneath B, because we did A and C during the preview. Now it says in words, and I can see this here in parentheses. I like starting with those, and I know that's going to be the difference of 98 and 78 times 11. Now to express the value of it, we have 98 minus 78 times 11. We have to do what's in parentheses first. So 98 minus 78 is going to give us 20 times 11. Now I know, but from what we've done before, 2 times 11 is 22. Adding our 0 is 220. So the value would be 220. C. Now I can see I have a sum here, and I would start out with that because this one here is a little differently. So I would start off with saying the sum of the products of 50 and 2 and 15 and 2. That's just one way of stating it. You could say it a couple other different ways. Okay, you could also do 2 times 50, or you could say the difference of 2 times 50 and the product of 15 and 2. As you can see, there's various ways to state it. Most of them are always going to be used in the math terms as far as the answer to the math operation. Now let's see what the value of the expression is. We have 50 times 2 plus 15 times 2. Well, 50 times 2 is 100 because we have to do inside the parentheses, plus 15 times 2 is 30, so the value would be 130. On question 3, we have to do number or letter B. And when we're comparing them, we're not working them all the way out. We're making them look exactly the same. So I'm going to take a look at the word. I'm going to change it over to an algebraic expression. This is 60 25s minus 1 25. So 60 25s is going to be 60 times 25 minus 1 25 minus 25. Well, 60 25s minus 125 is going to give me 59 times 25. And by looking at these two now, we can see that 59 times 25 is going to be less than 61 times 25. So it would be greater than. Okay, we did A yesterday. We're going to do part B today. And part B was just asking us which one of these two expressions up here were greater. And let's go ahead and just put them on top of each other so we can talk about how they are different. Now the other one had 14 times 12 plus 8 times 12. Now in the top one, you can see we're adding two numbers together to multiply to another one. When I add these two together, I'm going to end up at 26 times 20. Down here, I'm multiplying before I add them together. So on this one here, I know 10 times 14 will be 140 times 2 is going to give us 280. Plus 8 times 12, 8 times 10 is 80. 8 times 2 is 16, so that's going to give us 96. Now, if you see here, we've got 280 plus 96. Up top, I've got 26 times 20. So adding them together before we multiplied them gave us larger factors. So 26 times 20, 26 times 10 is going to be 260. So 26 times 20 is going to give us 520. The second one, we're going to end up with 376. So obviously, the top one